In today's This Week in History, we look at a very special part of the Royal BC Museum's Family Bonds and Belonging exhibit. It looks at the residents of Tent City who, for a while, made bonds like any other family.
In our exhibition, Families, we were asking the question, what is a family? And there's so many possible answers and different experiences that it's impossible to put them all on the walls of one exhibit.
But the Royal BC Museum did a terrific job of incorporating many stories and creating new ones at the Community Dialogue section.
People can record their stories and we can hear their voices. We have people on video. We involved a focus group to talk about stories and images that were important. And one of our programs has been a discussion series called It's Complicated. So this is not a lecture series. It is an effort to get people talking and having a dialogue in a safe place.
And we had a lot of discussions out of family about families of association, and also what are we doing about contemporary issues.
Discussions have included intergenerational communication, gender issues, new immigrants, legal matters, and Tent City, a story from Victoria's recent past that history curator Lauren Hammond wanted to save for future generations.
When the court injunction came down and Tent City was being disassembled, I was walked in with the help of activists and introduced to the council. So we did some very rapid response collecting and brought objects from Tent City into our permanent collection. One of the objects was a memorial cross to a young man who had died. And for most of the people in Tent City, he was a stranger. His first name was Brad, and he was discovered on Boxing Day morning dead in his tent of an overdose, part of the opioid crisis.
History is not just what happens in the past. You know, it's happening all around us all the time, and it's expressed in many different ways.
Family, Bonds and Belonging continues until October 31st.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.